My respects to Venerable Satimanta, seeking permission to speak, Venerable. Dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, our regular MC is on leave today. She needs a break. Yeah, she has been on duty for the past few nights. This is for the benefit of new viewers. I'm her stand-in today. And again, for the benefit of new viewers, this 9-night hourly chanting actually is being participated by a group of very brave and very keen Pali chanters who are actually very new to Pali chanting. Some of them are actually first time exposed to Pali chanting, and some have a little bit of knowledge, but over the period of about almost a few months together, we meet weekly, we practice the suttas together, and we go through the meaning of the suttas in order to avoid being accused of being too traditional, you know. So we learn actually the suttas that we chant. We understand the meaning of the suttas that we chant. And we want to actually encourage more people to come in. We want to encourage and to promote Pali chanting in Malaysia. We want to promote the Dhamma through chanting so that they will understand the Dhamma with the right emphasis or with the right mode that the Buddha was trying to preach. You know, if you learn it from the suttas, we will probably understand the mode that the Buddha wants to say. Otherwise, we hear it from third party that will be through his own mode, his own version. So that is what we are promoting today. And I'm also very grateful to all the participants who are so brave that even after short exposure to the Pali chanting, they were brave enough to come and participate with us for this 9-night chanting. And for the viewers, do forgive us for our shortcomings tonight. We will definitely improve, and we meet you again next year. I'm sure our level of chanting will be very much better. We have that confidence. And also, over the past few nights, we have got a lot of advices from venerables who came to grace this function. Like tonight, we got Venerable Satimanta, who is from Sweden. I apologize that I just met him briefly and I do not know very much, and I can't introduce Venerable too much to you. But Venerable has lived in Sweden for a very long time. He's very fluent in English. And actually, for the past few nights, we did have very good Sri Lankan monks who spoke very proper English, and we learned a lot from them, from the very basic of Buddha's message of peace to the final words of the Buddha, Sabba Papasa Akaranang Kusalasa Upasampada Sachitta Pariyoda Panang Etang Buddhana Sasanang, you know. So from the very basic of peace to, again, the Buddha says, just purify your mind, avoid evil, and do good things. So these are the messages that we have received from the venerables for the past few nights. And many of, and of course, above all, also, we also remember that one venerable also reminded us that you should also make Vesak meaningful, make Vesak significant by actually, let's say we promise ourselves to do certain things for our spiritual development, you know, kind of a small pledge within ourselves so that we will improve ourselves in the next year. So this advice was very well taken. So one of our participating society has pledged that they want to improve on Pali chanting, and they told me, Brother Lenghua, next we will focus on chanting this year. So I was very happy to hear that. So we hope that, yeah. And tomorrow again, our Vice Sister Kut is on leave, and many of our chanters, I told them to take a rest today. We did a very rough kind of rescheduling today because we wanted to, because tomorrow will be a different format. Tomorrow, I mean, all the chanters are meeting in Malacca, in Malacca, and they'll be chanting in a group in the shrine hall. So it is a different format tomorrow. We are lucky that the chanters are in Malacca tomorrow. So, but tonight we are doing individually again. But tomorrow, all the chanters will be in Malacca, and we are going to chant as a group in unison. We are trying for the first time. After all the training we had for 1 year, for the first time, we are trying to chant as a group. So with no further ado, we will begin our chanting session tonight, our night hourly chanting with the first Gatha, which will be sung by Sister Eileen, is Chatta Manawaka Gatha. So over to you, Sister Eileen.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yo vada thang pavaro manu Jesu Sakya muni bhagawa kata kecho Paragato bala viriya samanggi Tang suga tang saranatamu pemi Raga viragama nejama sokang Dhamma sangkhatamapati kulang Madhurami mangpagunang suvibatang Dhammami mang saranat tamu pemi Yata jedinama happalamahu Chatusu suci supurisa yugesu Atta gala dhamma dasate Sangha mang saratnatamu pemi.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sister Eileen. That was our first participant. You realize that all of us are Chinese and we are learning a new language today. Okay. And for the next Gatha, it is Jaya Mangala Gatha. We will have two participants to bring us this song and this Gatha, sorry. So can we have Sister Lina and Sister Cheng, please? Over to you, Sister Lina.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Bahum saha samabini mitasa yudantan girime kalang udita gora sase namarang Dana di Dhamma widina Citawa munindo Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Maratire kama biyu Cita sabarati Gorang pana lawaka maka Mata dayakan Kanti sudan tawidina Jitawa munindo Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Nalagiri Gajawaram Atimata Bhuta Dawa Gica Kamasaniwa Sudarunantam se kawidina jitawa munindo tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Ukita Kagamati Hata Sudarunantang Dawatiyo Janapatang Gulimalawantang Idi Isan Katamano Citawa Munindu Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Katwana Katamudara Iwaga Dinia Cinca yadu tawacana Janakaya mace Sante naso mawidina Citawa munindo Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani
Sachang vihaya mati sach chakawada ketung wada biropita manang hati anda butang panya padi pajalito jitawa munindo tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Nando Pananda Bujagang Vibudang Mahiding Putena Thera Bujagena Dhamma Payanto Idu Pade Savidina Citawa Munindo Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Duga haditi bujagena Sudatahatang Brahmang Visuddhijutimidi Bakabidanang Jnana Gadena Vidina Citawa Munindo Tang te jasa bhawatu te Jaya Mangalani Etapi Buddha Jaya Mangala Gatha Yowa Chako Dina Dine Sarate Matandi Hitwanane Kavividani Chupadawani Mohokang Sukang Adigameya Naro Sapanyo.
Sadhu. Thank you, Sister Lina. Thank you, Sister Cheng. That was beautifully sung. And of course, our main reason for choosing these two gathas were inspirational, because Chatta Manawaka Gatha tells us to take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Even if we're not enlightened in this life, taking refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha in full confidence, we will be reborn in some heavenly planes. Yeah. So that is the inspiration we get from these gathas, and also the victories of the Buddha, which will inspire us that even such an enlightened person like the Buddha also faces challenges in his life as a human then. He still faced these challenges and he marched forward. He overcome his challenges with great love, loving kindness, with metta. So we are inspired by this. So this will kind of inspire us to march on even during times of difficulties. We must realize that the Buddha too faced lots of difficulties in his 35 years of sharing the Dhamma with us. He faced a lot of challenges also. So thank you very much again. And now we shall invite Sister Eileen again. Sister Eileen is the head of the English section propagation in Klang Coast Buddhist Association. So can we invite Sister Eileen as head of the English section of Klang Coast Buddhist Association to give us your Vesak message. Over to you, Sister Eileen. Please unmute yourself. Yes, thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya and Sukhi Huntu to brothers sisters in the Dhamma. I'm very honored to join in these 9 nights of chanting initiated by Brother Tan Ling. Really blessed. Yeah. The significance of Vesak lies with Buddha and his universal peace message to mankind and to liberate beings from this samsara cycle. Vesak Day is a date chosen to remember the birth, enlightenment, and parinibbana of the Buddha. I hope all of us will take this opportunity to do self-reflection and have a sense of gratitude towards those who have helped us in this lifelong learning journey and cultivation. I would like to stress, we don't have to wait till this day to show our gratitude. It should be every present moment that we are grateful, that we are still alive, well and happy, still have the job, have a living means, and able to learn and practice the Buddha Dhamma. Last but not least, let us do our duty to advise our family members and friends to stop being a one-day Buddhist on Vesak Day only. Instead, we should encourage them to take an extra effort to learn his profound teaching in a simple way. Avoid evil, do good, and purify the mind. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sister Eileen. Thank you for such a beautiful message, message of love and peace and gratitude. Like we always stress that gratitude is the first quality that the Buddha taught us actually. The first quality the Buddha taught us is gratitude. Katanyo is called in Pali, Katanyo, gratitude. Because the Buddha says that people with gratitude are reliable people. Yeah, people who are ungrateful are not reliable people. So be careful. So the Buddha says that people with gratitude are reliable people. People with no gratitude are ungrateful people. Yeah. So thank you so much for reminding us again. That's such a noble message of the Buddha. And now we shall now invite, respectfully invite Venerable Satimanta Thero from Sweden, who's on a visit to Malaysia now, to share his Vesak message to all of us. Thank you. Over to you, Venerable. Venerable, you're muted, Venerable. You're muted, yeah.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, Venerable.
Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasse. Dear brothers and sisters, I'm so grateful for this opportunity to deliver this short message for this Vesak celebrations. Here I would like to mention, I would like to pay your attention on some certain things, what the Buddha taught, and also something about the Lord Buddha's life. We know that Lord Buddha was an extraordinary human being. He did a lot of researches and he attained Nibbana by himself. And he preached the Dhamma. Here, when we are focusing on that, we can see something quite interesting. That is, whatever he practiced, he taught to the others. He never taught to anybody what he didn't practice. I will take a simple example. We know that there are a lot of discussions, a lot of discourses about practicing Metta, Karuna, and Mudita, Upekha also. So, this Metta, when we concern about the Metta part, we know that it is something, giving a great healing power, self-healing and healing the world. So, and also when you practice Metta, so we get the attraction and also protection also. So, how do you think about this? Is there anybody who had this experience in personally? I would like to mention something from the Buddha's life. We know that once the Nalagiri, that great elephant, chased the Buddha, actually to kill the Lord Buddha. What happened? Lord Buddha spread his unconditional love to this elephant, which is used to spread all over the world. At that moment, he just focused on the elephant and then spread to the elephant. So instead of killing, the elephant become a kind of a small baby in front of the Lord Buddha. So like that, if we start practicing the Buddha's teachings, we can experience this in our daily life. Because we know that when we are mentally, when we are not in a good mood, we used to see the Lord Buddha, and immediately we used to feel a great relief. Why? Because Lord Buddha is the relieved one. We know that he's free from all the lust, desires, anger, hatred, everything. So therefore, the vibration used to go out from him is so pure. So still we can feel this. He was a great example for practicing the generosity. So therefore, even though after 2000, almost 2600 years, still he is receiving the great donations, everything. So therefore, whatever we put out from us, that's what we used to get back. So therefore, as much as we study the Buddha's life, and as much as we try to practice those, we can have a great, relieved, and joyful, blessed life. So I wish you all to be so. Thank you so much. May you be well and happy always.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Venerable, for the very enlightening message of love. Again, here we have, you see, so Buddha is always talking about love, and Buddha's teachings are what Venerable says, is not through theory. It is what is called experiential. The Buddha experienced those things, then only he taught us. It's not merely through theory, or he learned it from another master, or from that master and another master. No, the Buddha experienced this. When the Buddha taught us metta, Venerable says that the Buddha experienced subduing Nalagiri, the drunken elephant, through metta. And that is the teachings of the Buddha. So we must always remember, the teachings of the Buddha is through his experience. So we say Buddhism is through his experiential. Okay, so thank you again, Venerable, for that wonderful message we have today. And also remember that the healing power of metta. The healing power of metta, and that, yes, sometimes we always take for granted. Venerable has brought to our attention things like when we go to the temple, to the main shrine hall, we see the Buddha Rupa there, and we feel great solace, Why? That's what the Venerable is saying. It is because the Buddha is full of loving kindness. And it continues to radiate even after 2,600 years ago, and will continue and continue and continue. So thank you again, Venerable, for that. And now to continue with our program, we shall respectfully invite Venerable again to administer the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. And Sister Eileen will represent us to recite after Venerable. So we respectfully invite Venerable, and Sister Eileen, please do your needful. Thank you very much.
Okay, now please recite Tisar Namo Tassa 3 times.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinnadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kamesu micchācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kamesu micchācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Surameraya majjapama datthana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Suramevaya majjapama dattana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Imani panca sikkhapadani samadhiyami.
Imani panca sikkhapadani samadhiyami. Imani panca sikkhapadani samadhiyami. Imani panca sikkhapadani samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Ivy.
Yeah, okay. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vichya charana sampano sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanang buddho bhagavadi swakado bhagavata dhammo Santitiko akariko ehipasiko opanaiko pachattang veditabo vinyuhiti supatipano bhagavato sawaka sangho ujupatipano bhagavato sawaka sangho nyaya patipano Vato Sawaka Sangho Samichi Patipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Yatitang Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Pukkala Esa Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutharang Punya Ketang Lokasadi Vandami Chetiang Sabbang Sabbatane Supatititang Saririka Datu Mahaboding Buddha Rupang Sakalang Sada Yasa Mule Nisinova Sabbari Wijayang Akha Pato Sabbayutang Satta Vande Tang Bodhi Padapang Ime Ete Mahabodhi Lokanathena Pujita Ahang Pite Namasami Bodhi Raja Namatute Ganda Sarapaditena Dipena Tamadangsina Tiloka Dipang Sambuddhang Pujayami Tamonudang Ganda Sambara Yutena Dupena Hang Sugandina Pujaye Pujaniyang Tang Puja Bhajana Muttamang Adivase tuno bante paniyang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patiganha tumuttamang adivase tuno bante bojanang parikapitang anukampang upadaya patiganha tumuttamang adivase tuno bante Kilana Pachayang Ima Anukampang Upadaya Patiganha Tumuttamang Wanda Ganda Gunopetang Etang Kusuma Santating Pujayami Budindasa Siripada Saroruhe Pujemi Buddhang Kusumena Nena Punyena metena chia hotu mokhang pupang milayati yata idang me kayo tata yati vinasa bawang kayena wacha chitena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame bante muripanya tata gata Kayena wacha chitena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame dhamma sanidika akalika kayena wacha chitena pamadena maya katang achayang kamame sangha supatipanya anuttara.
Mangala Sutta, the discourse on great blessings. Evang me sutang ekang samayang bhagava savatiyang viharati jetavane anatapindikassa arame atako anyatara devata abhikantaya rattiya abhikantavanna kevala kappang jetavanang obasetva yena bhagavate no upasankami tva bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang athasi. Ekamantang tita ko sa devata Bhagavantang gathaya achabasi Bahudeva manusa cha Mangalani achintayong akan kemana sukhanang Bruhi mangala muttamang asevana cha balanang panditanang cha sevana puja cha pujaniyanang etang mangala muttamang patirupa desavaso cha Ubbeja kata punyata ata samma paniricha etang mangala muttamang bahu sacanca sippanca vinayo ca susikkito subasita ca yavaca etang mangala muttamang Mata pitu upathanang putta darasa sanggaho anakula ca kammanta etang mangala muttamang danan ca dhamma cariya ca nyatakanan ca sanggaho anawat Jani kammani etang mangala muttamang arati virati papa majjapana ca sanyamo appamado ca dhammesu etang mangala muttamang garavo ca divato ca Santuti ca katanyuta kalena dhamma savanang etang mangala muttamang kanti ca sova cassata samananan ca dasanang kalena dhamma sakacca etang mangala muttamang Tapo ca brahma cariyanca Arya saccana dasanang Nibbana sacci kiriyaca etang mangala muttamang Puttassa loka dhammehi cittang yassa naltampati asokang wirajang kemang etang mangala muttamang etadisani katwana sabatta maparajita sabatta sotting gaccanti tang te sang mangala muttamang ti etena Jaya wajjena hotu te jaya mangalang etena satya wajjena hotu te jaya mangalang etena satya wajjena hotu te jaya mangalang. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Ratana Sutta, Discourse on the Jewels. Yadida bhutani samagatani Bhummani vayani va antalikhe Sabbe va bhuta sumana bhavantu Atopi sakhacha sunantu basitang Tasma hi bhutani sameta sabbe Metang karota manusia pajaya Diva charato chaharanti ye baling Tasma hine rat kata apamata Yang kin chivit ตังอิดาวาหุรังวาสเกสุวายังรัตนังปณิตังนาโนสมังอัตติตตากเตนะอิดัมปิบุตเตรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวาติโหตุคายังวิราดังอมตังปณิตังยะดัจจกาสักยามุนีสมาหิโตนาเตนะดัมเมนะสมาติคินชิอิดัมปิดัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุยังบุตตะเสตโตปริวันนายิสุชิงสมาธิมานันตาริคัญญมาหุสมาธินาเทนะสโมนวิจจติอิดัมปิดัมเมรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยปุกกะลาอัตตสตังปัสสาตาจัตตาริเอตานิยุกานิหนติเตดักขิเนยาสุกตาสัสสาวกาเอเตสุดินนานิมหัปปลานิอิดัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยสุปยุตตามนัสสะดะเฮนะดิคามิโนโกตมาสาสนัมหิเตปัตติปัตตาอมตังวิกายเหลาดามูดานิบุติงบุญจมานาอิดัมปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุยันตินดาคิโลปตาวิงสิโตสิยาชาตุปีวาเตบีอาสัมปาคัมปิโยตตุปะมังสัพปุริสังวดามิโยอริยสัจจานิอเวชชปัสสติอิดัมปิสังเยรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุเยอริยสัจจานิวิบาวยันติกัมบีระปัญเยนะสุเดสิตานิคินชาปิเตหอนติบุสัพปมัตตานาเตบาวังอัตมังอาดิยันติอิดังปิสังเกรัตนังปณิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุ
สหาวาสดาสันนสัมปดายาตยาสุดัมมาจหิตาบาวันติสักขายดิตติวิจิกิจฉิตัญเชศิลาบาตังวาปิยดัตติกินจิจตุหปาเยหิเชวิปปมุตโตชัชชาบิธานานิอบับโบกาตุงอิดังปิสังเกรัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุคินชาปิโสคัมมังคโรติปาปกังคาเยนะวัชชาอุตเชตสาวาอบับโบโสตัสสะปัตติชาดายะอบัปปตาดีตปาดัสสวุตตาอิดังปิสังเกรัตนังปานิตังเอเทนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุวัดนปากุมเบยัตตปุสิตะเกกิมหานะมัสเสปตังมัสมิงกิมเฮตตุปะมังดามวรังอเดสัยนิบบานกามิงภารมังหิตายาอิดังปิบุตเตรัตนังปานิตังเอเตนะสัจเชนะสุวัติโหตุวโรวรัญญูวราโดวราหาโรอนุตตโรดัมมวรังอเดสัย
idang pi buddhe ratanang panitang etena satchena suvati hotu hinang puranang nawang nati sambawang viratta citta ayatike bawasming te kina bija avirohi chanda nibbanti dira yatayang padipo idang pisangge ratanang panitang etena satchena suvati hotu yani dabutani samagathani bummani va yani va antalikke tathagatang deva manussa pujitang buddhang namasama suvati hotu yani dabutani samagathani bummani va yani va antalikke tathagatang deva manussa pujitang dhammang nama sama suvati hotu yani dabutani samagathani bummani va yani va antalikke tathagatang deva manussa pujitang sanghang namasama suvati hotu etena satcha vajjena dukkha vupa samentute etena satcha vajjena baya vupa samentute etena satcha vajjena roga vupa samentute.
Brother Terence, unmute.
Metta Sutta, discourse on loving kindness. Karaniya matta kusalena yantang santam padam abisamecha sakko ujuca suujuca suwaco ca sambudu anatimani santu sakko ca subaro ca appakicco ca sallahu kavutti santin triyo ca nipako ca appagabbo kulesu ananugiddo nachakudam samacare kinci yena vinyu pare upavadeyum sukino va kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta yeke cipana bhutati savata varava anavasesa digawa ye mahantawa majjima rasakanu katula ittawa ye va additta ye ca dure vasanti avidure bhutawa sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta naparo param nikubbeta nati manyeta katta chinan kanchi pyaro sanna patika sanya nanya manya sadukka micheya matayathaniyam puttang ayusa eka putta manurake evam pisabba bhutesu manasambhavaye aparimanang mettanca sabba lokasming manasambhavaye aparimanang buddham adocha tiriyanca sambadam averam asapattam tittam charam nisinnova sayanova yavatassa vigatamiddo etam satim atitteya brahmametam viharam idamahu dittinca anupagamma silava dasanena sampano kamesu vinneya gedam Radhijatu gapaseyam punareti ti etena sajja vajjena sotite hotu sabbada etena sajja vajjena sotite hotu sabbada etena sajja vajjena sotite hotu sabbada.
We now respectfully invite Venerable to dispense the blessings.
Sakkatva buddharatanang osadhang uttamang varang hitam deva manusanang buddha tejena sottina nasantu paddava sabbe dukkha upasamintu te sakkatva dhammaratanang osadhang uttamang varang Parilavupasamanang dhamma tejena sotthina nasantu padda vasabbe bhayavupasamintu te sakkatva sangharatanang osadhang uttamang varam Ahuneyang pahuneyang sanghate jena sotthina nasantu paddeva sabbe roga upasamintu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Nakatayakha bhutanang papagga nivarana paritasanubhavena hantu te sangupaddave sabbe buddha balapata paccekananca yang balang arhantananca tejena rakhang bandhami sabbaso Devo vassatu kalena sassa sampatti hotu ce pito bhavatu loko ce raja bhavatu dhammiko akasattha ce bhummattha devanaga mahidhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu loka sasanang Akasattha cha bhummattha devanaga mahidhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu desanang Akasattha cha bhummattha devanaga mahidhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu mang paranti Ittavata ce amhi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ittavata cha amhi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata cha amhi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme nyati nang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Idamme nyati nang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Idamme nyati nang hotu sukhita hontu nyatayo. Imina punya kammena mami bala samagamo. Satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Abhivadana silissa nichang vadhapachayino chattaro dhamma vadhanti ayuvanno sukhang balang. Ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha atho nibbana sampatti iminate samijhatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu Venerable for dispensing the blessings. With that, we have come to an end for our 8th night of the 9th night of hourly chanting. Tomorrow will be the finale. So we invite you to join us in Manawaka. So please join us tomorrow again. There will be the final night before the Vesak day. And Vesak morning, we have a special puja in Manawaka. You may also invited to join us in Manawaka. With that, I say thank you very much again, Venerable. We are grateful to you.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Join us again tomorrow, Venerable.
Thank you, Brother Tibet. Good night. Very good.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Sukhi hotu.
That was very good today. These are all very new people, Venerable. Yeah, just learning chanting now.
There must be beginning somewhere.
Yeah. These are not selected people. We do not choose the best, These are the volunteers from the group. We have a big group now, so they volunteered, and all of them were given an opportunity to chant. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's
Yes,
how we develop. That's how we
Yes.
build up everything, little step by step, little by little.
Yeah, thank you for encouragement, Venerable.
I'm so happy to see this because I was here like 10 years ago. Last time I was at, the Sister Julie, by the initiators of Sister Julie. Yeah.
Metta Buddhist Society, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was there. I was spending some time there, and so I was so excited actually because the way they are singing and chanting, my goodness, it's awesome.
Very good, yeah. The good news is they are also joining in our unison chanting. They have actually invited